It's very hard to explain to you what happens here in this environment when when you're basically, I guess you're just a natural born slob, and and you're trying hard to do something that's semi complicated. It's not. The thing is, it's not. It's a little complex only because you're looking at it and it's complex. But at any rate, we're doing puff right now. We're pretending we're going down the train track, and I'm going to be the trigger. I'm going to rotate the wheels. So here comes the signal for a stop in the puffing. Did you see it? All right, we're going down the track. Here's a signal for the stop in the puffing. Did you see it? Now, I'm just doing this as a switch, okay? If I hold it, we have brakes. See it now, right? So as we get going, we have brake, and we have less brake than we have normally, and blah, blah, blah. I already tested idle works, and I can tune them both. And I'm running off a 5-volt power supply just because it's more convenient, and besides, if I was going to blow anything up, I didn't want to really burn something. I did have an error. I had many errors. I don't even want to talk about it. I need to build a PC board, period. That's it. I'm going to do that somehow, some way. I am going to do that because you just cannot wire this up. As simple as the circuit is, it's impossible to wire it up on just like that in a perf board. I mean, certain things are simple and you do them and it's okay. I've done these a few times. For some reason, this thing is frying my brain. This was the last one that we had working. That's Alpha 2. This was one of the first ones I've had working. This is Alpha 1. Alpha 1 worked better than 2, believe it or not. And Alpha 1, but it didn't work well enough. Had a lot of intermittence. Okay. This baby is now, I think, ironed out. Very, very simple. I just saw another board. What? I must have 4 of these damn things. Okay. Good God. So this is Alpha 4. Well, I was going to say 3rd time's the charm, but apparently 4th time's the charm. Now, the same triggering sequence, the brake is the opposite of the chuff sound. So when it brakes, then you're going to hear a chuff, chuff, chuff. You're going to hear a brake on the fan on. Okay. And the fan's not going to stay on. If you're rolling, it's going to be intermittent. Okay. So you're going to get the chuff sound. If you stop, right, then the power signal is shut off at the switch here. It just shuts off. Boom. And it goes over to the idle circuit, which was working. Maybe I turned the knob down. I don't know. I've been turning knobs right and left. Let's see if I can do it again. I don't know. It was. It should work. It's the white. Yeah, it's a white. I'm not very ambidextrous today. Well, I guess I'll have to reset my calipers and whatnot and go after this again. But I had it working in idle. All right, don't worry about it. Honest to God, I swear on my mom's grave, it was working in idle, so we're okay. And then, what did I do? Oh, you go here. You go back to this. There you go. All right, and then you go back. So you toggle between this power supply and that power supply, basically, is what you're doing. And we do that through the diodes getting energized. And I've tried it, but I haven't really verified that that's working. But I've heard the click. I'll put it that way. So I'll continue to iron this thing out. My feeling is it's going to be very robust. It's going to be the better one of all. And you can see how tiny it is and all that. So it's not a big blob. So this will help me when I design the board. I may try to do that tonight. I don't know. We'll see how. Sometimes I can get away with working in my little chair in front of the TV, and sometimes I can't. We'll see. And then go from there. So, build the board, yes. Anyway, I got this. Look at the diode blobs all down there, worked out in that clump, and here they are. These are the positive and the negative, and these are the combinations. So I'm going to run underneath of here with my power to the transformer, this thing here, whatever that is. That's going to run that up under the board, and I'm going to probably have a screw-in connector, a connector like this, only nicer. This one's kind of bummy, but yeah, like that underneath there. And that way I can take it apart and put it together if I need to. And that will give me motors on, trigger the relay. Motors off, we're in idle mode. That'll be all automatic like it was. And we now have a reliable brake mode. God. And this morning, I spent not building any more of this, but I designed the electrical layout for it. And I got a note from Andy saying this is awfully big, maybe you don't want that. You could get by with something else. So we're going to see if I can build one of those and get by with the something else's that he's pushing me to do. And I also found these were getting warm, and I don't know what they were, probably 1/4 watt. So I've ordered a 1/2 and 3/4 watt trim pots. They start getting big if you don't watch out. So I'll see what they come in. I only ordered 6 of 4 different styles. So I'm hoping one of those will do the trick for us on the mini smoke. And then we'll have mini smoke as well. I don't want to say what I'm doing, but I think for these demonstrations, I may throw a caboose on the consist and put this in a caboose and run it off the track. So that, and I may build another one, all right? I could do that. And then put it in a house or something. I have stuff up there. I could put it somewhere and have smoke coming out. That'd be great. Okay. I'm tired already. It's only 5 after 5. So there it is. That's the nitty gritty. I know it's ugly looking, but it'll get better. If I have a real PC board, it'll look like it. A nice layout, like we know how to do them, right? Andy did that one, so I can't. But I'm going to learn how to do it. I have to. I can't survive this way. Doing these boards like this is, yeah, you could do them, but geez, oh Pete, you don't want to do it for a living. You can't debug them. You can't tell what's going on. You have inconsistencies. Each one would be different. Oh God, one thing after another. Oh, and I got the bigger speaker thing, but I don't have it sealed up yet. I got to do that, and then I want to test it and see how it sounds. I'll test it on this piece here and see if there's room for it. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. All right, that's it. That's the show for the day. Puff and chuff. All the way back up. Puff and brake works. Idle puff and brake works. I've wired up the puff sound and it worked. It needs a good speaker. I'm trying to find a better speaker, okay? So we should be reassembling here in the next day or two. Reassembling Royal Blue with a nice puff and chuff so we can actually tune the fan and make sure it's doing what it's supposed to. That's what I'm after. Because before, I didn't think the brake was working, and when I took it all apart and tested it, the brake was non-functional. I don't know where it went. It just died on me. Okay, fine. I am finding these. Look at this. I have 3 limit switches that only work on one pin. Only one mode. Normally open, normally closed. The normally open will close, and the normally closed may open, but they don't They don't both open and close the way they should for some reason inside. I thought maybe I put too much heat to the switch when I solder them because I was up to 375. I turned it down to 325. Try to save parts. If I overheat them with the iron, that's not smart either, right? So, okay, there it is. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is alpha 4. I haven't really gone past 4 in alpha very often, but I think I'm going to stop here and start building the PC board, get it made. Well, I might make another one. I don't know. We'll see. Get it made and then start making real ones. Okay. It's out. It's over. It was a long day. Very long day. Unbelievably long day. Yesterday was a bad day to boot on top of it. And we've had crappy weather. Smoke and then rain and then thunder and wind. It's like, what the Sam Hill? All right. We're okay. Tomorrow's another day. Oh, I can't wait. I get this buttoned up and put on the rails. You guys are going to flip out. You're going to really sit here and watch this for more than 5 minutes, I think. All right, gang. Later. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for checking in. If you haven't clicked to watch, do that because I'm getting up there in the numbers, and I'd like to get to the point where it works for me. Oh, I found a spot that will make coffee cups and shop aprons, yes, and other stuff. And I mean stuff that we use, not goofy stuff. And I think I'm going to do Frankentrain stuff. See if that's any interest to you guys. I know it sounds like I'm hawking, and I am. And I'm not hawking a lot. I just need a little parts money, Got to keep going here. I got some things I need to do, and Dan's working too, and All right. Later. Have a good day.